now let us see the events, JavaScript events and forms. So event is nothing but the activation of the, is nothing but triggering of some we can say that actions, so that it is going to trigger, so that the action is going to be taken place on that. Forms will be there, anything that you will be going to say that it is a form. For example, I am going to say that this whatever that you will be going to see on this screen, I am going to say that this is a form which contains there is a video is there, there is a scripting is there, then we have some images are going to be there, okay, some documentation that is being written here, okay, these things, and header is, we can say that here is a footer, so these things are going to be present in that particular form. Okay. Now what is an event? Basically event is an action that is going to be detected by the JavaScript. Fine. So when that event is getting triggered, and then it is going to be caught by the JavaScript functions. It's nothing but a response is going to be given for that. For example, now I clicked, example I am going to say I am just clicked here, so it goes to the second page. So it has been the action, okay, the action and reaction of that particular thing. So in the original JavaScript world, so events could be specified right into the HTML markup language, like with hooks, the JavaScript code. So you can see that next page, okay, next slide. More powerful frameworks are going to be developed after that. Website design, best practice is the listener is there. Now before that, one way of communication was there, scripting languages. Now another way of communication is there, that is the listener. Both of them that has been shown in the next slide. Here the old way of communicating the events and the new way of communicating the events. In this old way, okay, script type is going to take JavaScript, source is inline JS, okay. Then after form name is main form, on submit, this is on submit is the event, validate this, you have to validate it, so this is a program it is being given. Then input type is name, type is text, on H over, so this is nothing but a H over operation. When you going to take your mouse pointer on this, some we can say that color change and something that it is going to do it, okay. On H over what you have to do. Then on focus means this is a text box. If you consider, if I am going to click here, that it is going to stay over there. At that time what you should do, that is on focus. Then here it is, the type is on H over, on focus is there, okay. On click is one click of that mouse, so it goes next here. But in the different environments, different things are going to happen for that, okay. So on click, what you will be going to do, so that information is being written here. This is the old way of executing the events. New way is script type is JavaScript, okay, text and JavaScript, source is listener.js, separate file only it is being maintained in this, okay, separate file only for all the listener objects, so separate file only it is being mentioned, okay. So just you'll be going to call that and you can able to execute these programs. So this is the best way, because anything that you can able to change it and it is reflects to the complete program. Here individually that you should change, and it is going to take a lot of time, and even there's a confusion there in that, okay. So here it is not like that. So the same program is modified over here. You can see form name is main form, input name is name, type is text, email, type is text, then submit. Only 4 points it has been written. The same thing is here also. You see the clumsiness, how much it is going to be here and easy over here, okay. So all these things have been taken over to the one particular file. It is called as listener file. Then inline events handlers are going to be there here. So even inline also you can able to write. For example, if you wanted to alert a pop-up when you being clicked on the div, okay, the div, so you'll be going to say that here div id example on click. So if you click on this, alert hello is being displayed on the screen, okay. alert method. So here there is a click for pop-up. So here if you click, that it is going to happen. The problem with this type of programming is going to be the markup language is the logic is going to be not so good. Okay, so hence the does not make the use of layers. Inline things you have to avoid it. Basically, is going to say in this. So listener approach that you have to make it. Now here you can see old way of communication and new way of communication. Okay. Old way is greetings dot box example is being given again, repeated over there. Document dot get element by ID example 1 greetings box on click. Okay, it should display that. This is a programming concept, right? So this is old way of writing it. New way of writing is called as DOM2 approach. It is going to be. So first line is same. There is no change in that. Variable greetings box dot document dot get element by ID example 1. Then greetings box is same. It is, but different. It is on click is not there. Okay. Add event listener. Which event? Click event. So alert is good morning. So again for the same box. Okay. It is going to take add event listener mouse out. Okay. Alert goodbye. So here mouse out or mouse in, so that whatever that it is, or focus. Okay, mouse out is nothing but, so when the mouse pointer comes out of that particular box, for example if you consider this is a box, so mouse pointer is here, mouse when it comes out, okay, so the action is going to be alerted. Okay, alert goodbye, that is getting displayed over there. Okay. Then greetings box dot attach element, attach event. Okay, click alert. Only in IE like this you have to write it. Internet Explorer you have to write like this, event listeners. Okay, add event listener is not there in that. You should write attach event like this. You should write it. Okay. So if you are going to say that this add event is going to work, no, it is not going to work in IE8. Okay, IE totally. Okay, that is not going to work. Even though program is going to be correct, but you should write like that. Using the functions also you can able to trigger it. Okay. So here the functions are going to be there here. Okay. Function display the date. This is a function. Variable d is equals to new date. The date is taken here. So d will become an object. Alert this particular d dot to string. Okay. Means the today's date that it is going to take and it is going to display on the alert box. How this function is being called? Variable element is equal to document dot get element by ID example 1 element. So this is being taken now. Okay, element is the taken, element dot on click of this, what you should do, display the date. This function is being called. Okay, another approach is element dot get element by ID direct. It is element dot get add event listener, click, display the date. So instead of two statements, one statement only you can able to finish it. Element dot add event listener, click, display date. NMS functions are going to be there. So another way of writing this particular program. Alternative way is that variable element is equal to document dot get element by ID example 1 element dot on click. The function is being called in the same program. The function is being written there itself. Okay. Variable d is equal to new date, alert this one. So this is still better than this. There are so many functionalities are there. So here it is direct. It is okay. The function itself is being written directly here. Okay. Element dot on click function is being called. Okay, what is that function? Variable d is equals to new date, alert this. But, element has been taken, so get element by ID is going to be taken. Variable has to be declared. Then event objects. So event objects is something that you should happen, means what you should do. The handler should be there for that, right? No matter which type of event it is going to be encounters. So they all DOM event objects is going. Okay. The event handlers associated with them can access and manipulate that. Okay. So how will we going to make those things, the functions? Okay. So the